Hi guys, my name is Audrey for those of you who don't know me. Today I'm going to go ahead and dive into a makeup look. I'm not really going to go into detail about how to do the makeup look, but I'm just going to show you what I've been using. I really want to do something like Christmassy type theme since we're now able to be in full swing of Christmas. So I really want to go in with my Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette. It is a very like red gold toned palette. I do love all the red shades in here. I may dive into a couple different palettes that have some other shades, but this one is just the one that I just woke up thinking about this morning because it is red tones are my absolute favorite, mainly because I think they complement my skin tone the best. So more than likely we're going to be using this, but if I do dive into anything else, I will show you what I am using. Today I am going to be starting with moisturizing my face. I have been loving the Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly, which looks like this. You guys have seen me use this before. All right, so now that that's on, I'm gonna let that sit in. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prime my eyes. I usually use Tarte Shape Tape to do this, but today I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place concealer, and I'm just gonna put that there on the eyes and blend that in. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. I usually do my eyes first, but lately I have been trying to do my eyebrows first, and I think my makeup looks a little bit better. I have been going in with, of course, my Jeffree Star and Morphe eyebrow brush, and I've been going in with the Elizabeth Mott Queen of the Fill brow gel. It is a darker shade, it's medium dark. This is a tinted brow gel, and so what I've been doing is I've just been taking it on the edge of the brush like that and kind of lining it out. All right, so now I'm just gonna clean up my eyebrows with some concealer. And I'm actually going to go in with a different concealer to do this. I'm gonna use my Kylie Skin Concealer to do that, and just a small brush. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush from Morphe, and then I think I'm gonna go into this orange shade called Rush, which is right here. And I'm just gonna start with that one and then see where it goes. So now the pad is on, I'm gonna go in with another brush from Morphe. This is another fluffy brush, but it has more of a tapered point to it. I'm gonna go in with a different shade now. I think I want to go in with the shade Siren, which is this, it looks kind of like a satin shade. I can't really tell. Anyways, it is this shade right here. I'm gonna go in with that shade there. I'm going to go in with the shade, I think I'm gonna mix Lolly and the shade here. I think I'm gonna mix those two. So I'm gonna lay the red shade down first. I'm gonna put that in the center. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the shade Lolly and just kind of lay that on top there. So I'm gonna go in with the original Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm gonna go in with this orangey shade here. I think I want a pop of gold. So I'm actually gonna go into a different palette with this. I think I'm gonna go into my Morphe 35G Bronze Goals palette. And I think I want to take the shade Soul, which is a perfect name for this because this is literally golden like the sun, so this one here. And I'm just gonna take it on my finger and just kind of stamp it in the center there and take it to the inner corner. Now I'm just gonna go back in with a fluffy brush and just make sure there's no crispy edges. Just gonna take a little angled brush, and I don't like to really put on eyeliner. So what I do is I just use a very dark shade. I'm gonna go in with that palette that I was just using with the gold shade. I'm gonna go in with the dark brown shade in here and just kind of use it as an eyeliner. That way there's some dimension on the lash line. I'm so sad because like I'm off work today and my husband's at work, so I really don't know what to do with myself. And I'm not a Black Friday shopper, sorry. Mobile can have the crowds because they ain't for me. So we're done with the eyes for right now. We're gonna go ahead and get into the face, finish up the face. I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe that I've been using to wipe my fingers off. I'm just gonna use it and I'm just gonna clean up down here, get some of that concealer off that got everywhere. and just kind of clean up everything. Next thing we're gonna go in with is primer. I have recently been using and loving the e.l.f. Luminous Matte Makeup Primer. This is a mattifying primer, and I do have drier skin, but it also gives you like a luminosity to your skin under the makeup. So I am really enjoying this, and I'm not much on primer, and mainly because I haven't found the right one. So maybe this is a keeper, but if anyone has any suggestions on primer, primer that they use and love, maybe with a similar skin to mine, because I do have like normal to dry skin. In the wintertime, it's super, super dry. So I definitely have to like double up on moisture. I have to use the Clinique jelly, and I have to use hyaluronic acid serum and serum oils, and it's just, the skin is just, telling you guys, if you do not have dry skin like me, be thankful, because with oilier skin, I feel like there are a lot more products out there that can help combat oily skin. But when you've got dry skin, literally nothing looks good on it, and it's so hard to find products that make your skin not look like a crispy chip or something. I'm gonna let that sit in for just a minute, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick out what contour and what concealer I want to use. For those of you that don't know, generally I do my contour and my concealer first, mainly because I feel like it is too intense whenever I do it after I lay my foundation down. I mean, I do both. For a long time, I did it the standard way, where you put your foundation on, you conceal, contour, all that. But I use a cream contour now because I get the best results with that. Now, if I'm using a powder contour, I will put everything down, but I just feel like it works best this way. So I'm gonna do me, you do you. And I have been loving the KKW Beauty contour stick. What I do is I just kind of follow my natural contour. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe and Jeffree Star. This is the JS3. I love this to blend out my contour with, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Fair. I don't know how I feel about using this sponge, because usually I use the Morphe Bullet sponge to do all my blend out all my concealer with, and today I just decided I wanted to use this one, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. But you know, you start using something and you just get used to it, and it's hard to switch. But you know, I've got a jar full, literally a jar full of beauty blenders. Or beauty sponges, not bad. All right, so next thing I'm gonna go in with is my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. This is in the shade 120W. I'm just gonna put that on the back of here, and get to go. And I'm gonna put probably about 3 pumps, because I have a big base. So now that we've got that all blended out, I'm gonna go in and set my under eye so I don't get creases in my concealer. I have been using the Revolution Makeup Bacon Blot. And what I do is just go back in, make sure that I don't have any creases. And you can use your finger, you don't have to use your beauty sponge to do that, but I use this little tapered brush from Morphe, and I just go in and just lightly sweep. Next thing we're gonna go in with is powder. So what I like to do is I like to mix two of my powders. I like to mix the Maybelline Fit Me powders. I like to mix the shade Light and the shade Fair. Sometimes I mix Light and Fair Light, or Fair Light and Fair. I know you're gonna tell me that mixing Fair and Light is gonna give me the same color as Fair Light, but I don't have as much Fair Light. This is probably the one I would use right now since my skin is a little bit more pale, but I don't have a lot of that left, so we're just gonna mix our own. We're gonna go ahead and finish the under eye. I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe 35G Bronze Goals palette. I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush. Pencil brushes are for like more precise work. So they really fit well under the under eye. You can also use a brush like this for your under eye. Either or. Sometimes I use this one here, but most of the time I grab this one. Like I said, they're for more precise work. So if you want to have more like precision in your crease or something instead of a more like blown out look, you can do that with that. But this is not a concealer brush. I've seen somebody use this as a concealer brush and I was like, seriously. But anyways, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Sandy and also the color Record Temps. So they're just kind of like an orangish red toned and a more reddish brown. So I'm just gonna start from here and work my way in. I don't like to use black eyeliner on my waterline. I have been loving using the Morphe. It's like a nudish eyeliner and it's in the shade Toots. So I'm just gonna put that on the bottom waterline. I just feel like it opens up your eyes a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze a little bit. So I'm gonna mix up Kylie's highlighters. I'm gonna use Almond and Toasty. I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit. I've been loving this. It's my favorite thing ever. And I kind of just like mix all the shades together. So I'm gonna go in with my MAC 140 SES brush and just kind of dip in all those shades there. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Jeffree Star JS4 brush, and I'm just gonna go in with the two colors. I'm gonna do Starburst and Marshmallow, which Starburst is kind of like a pinky toned highlight, and then Marshmallow is like a whitish gold, kind of duo colored. And then I'm just gonna highlight my nose there, and then I highlight the tip extra good. And then take a little bit on the Cupid's bow right there. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Warm Master, which looks like so. I'm gonna go in with this shade Provocative, this shade MUA, and then the shade Sweet, and probably a touch of Goals. I mix literally almost all the colors. And this is the Morphe JS2. I had been using just like a regular buffer brush to do my blush, but this one feels like it gives it a little bit more of an airbrush look, and this brush is so soft. I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe 35G palette to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. The brush that I do this the most with is the BH Cosmetic. This is I think this was in the Rose Gold collection. They're very good quality brushes. They are synthetic fibers, but they're metal handles. They're very like luxurious feeling, and the price point is not like gonna kill you. Actually, this was my first set of brushes that I bought whenever I started upgrading to higher quality makeup. That was like 3 years ago, and this brush is still going strong. So I like to use this for my inner corner and then my my brow bone, because it fits so perfectly in the inner corner, and you got that angle to sweep it across there. So I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe 35G. I'm gonna go in with the color, with the shade Glare, and dab that a little bit, and then, oh, that's so pretty. I was just like in a really big mood to play with makeup today because I just ordered like $150 worth of makeup. 100 of it was for me and 50 of it was for other people. But Black Friday sales, I'd rather do it online than do it in stores, because I'm not a people person. So we are done with eyeshadow. So the only thing left that we have to do is for our mascara. I'm not gonna put lashes on today, mainly because I just don't feel like it, and I need to get some more. I have been loving this Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. It's just the little travel size. It came in a little kit that I was just trying, and I absolutely love this, so I will be purchasing the larger size. All right, so now that we've got the eyelashes done, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel, which is just a little bit of a lighter tone, and just gonna kind of go over what we did earlier, just to give it a little bit more dimension. And then we're gonna go back and then spoolie that through. All right, so the only thing left to do is lips and to set the face, but before I set my face, I am gonna do one additional little step. I'm gonna take some serum oil, and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand, and just a few drops. I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and just take the back of it, kind of dab it in my hand, get it nice and distributed. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna dab it under my eye, because I do get really like crepey under here. and anywhere where I get like really dry. And this just kind of makes the makeup just kind of sink into the skin a little better. And I learned this from Jaclyn Hill. I know some people don't like her anymore, but I will always be part of the Jack Pack. All right, so next thing is lips, and I'm feeling like super dark today, so I think I'm gonna go in with the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick, and I'm gonna do the shade Designer Blood. Didn't expect for this look to turn out so dark, but I actually really like it. This is like vibes with my soul. All right, so last thing we have to do is just to set the face. I'm gonna use my tried and true Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray.